going on with you all? Thank you for tapping with me again today. And if you're new to the channel, my name is Cleveland. So welcome to the Fish Corner, everybody. Before we get started on this video, I need you to do something for me. I want you to smack the hell out the subscribe button and smack that notification bell. It just lets you know whenever I upload, y'all. So now let's get into the video. We are in one of our 2 fish rooms, y'all. This is our larger fish room. We converted this room from a garage to a beautiful, massive fish room full of tanks, ponds, bills that we have going on. So, like I said, you definitely want to make sure you subscribe to the channel. So, I'm just going to give you guys an update. It's been a while, so let me give you guys an update. We're going to start off with this 225-gallon aquarium over here. This is a 225-gallon African cichlid tank. Now, this thing is beautiful, y'all. We have a bunch of different fish in here, y'all. We have some frontosa. These are mainly peacock cichlids, African cichlids. But we got some frontosa in here. We got the big guy frontosa that just dipped off on me. We got some black widow frontosa. These are Malawi cichlids. We have the Malawi barracuda. That's one of my favorite. And then we also have in here my eye biter. That is definitely, I love that name. I'm just going to call him eye biter. But, and that is a male. Look, he's starting to turn blue. I'm starting to see the little shimmer. I'm getting a little excited about that. This fish is going to look absolutely insane at 12 inches, y'all. So make sure you're staying tuned. Make sure you are subscribed and make sure you don't miss a single video. You never know what I'm going to show you next. So again, 225-gallon aquarium, a bunch of rocks that stacked up. Trust me, they are not going anywhere. They're heavy rocks. They are in place. Definitely a safe aquarium. We have a Synodontis catfish back there that's hiding under the rock. That helps with it helps with the cleanup crew. Our other cleanup crew are these loaches. These are yo-yo loaches. Now they get a little big as well. They started off probably about 2 inches long. Now they're maybe pushing about 4 inches. So they do get quite large as well. So they're going to fit perfectly in this aquarium. We have the above the tank sump up there. That is the filtration. I also have an FX4 hooked up to this aquarium. And yeah. They've only been in here for maybe a couple weeks now. But, yeah, they're going to fill up this tank nicely. Like, now they will get some tank mates. But, for the most part, we're not going to overstock it. I want to see these fish grow out. I haven't had any casualties since they moved over here. They was over there in a 60-gallon just taking each other out one by one. But, they looking very hungry right now. We're not going to feed them in this video. You're going to have to catch another video for that. So we're going to get over here in a minute, but let's go ahead and move on over to this 150-gallon discus aquarium, y'all. Careful, babe. We have a 150-gallon discus aquarium. Now, we have a bunch of different discus in here. We have, these are pigeon blood, I believe. We have in here some melons. One right there is an orange melon. That must be a red melon. If it's not, correct me in the comments. Then we have these 2 turquoise, I can't remember what they're called. I don't remember. Nonetheless, we have some beautiful blue discus as well. This guy right here, I know that's the turquoise, whatever I thought his name was. I'm not a discus keeper like that to know all of these different names. I just know we got some beautiful discus. Feel free to get in the comments and let me know what these are if you know. I could definitely look it up, but I'm not going to do that in this video. You got to catch a live. I always look things up on a live and make sure that we're all on the same page. Nonetheless, they're a beautiful discus, 150-gallon aquarium. We have a sponge filter down there that's assisting with filtering this aquarium, as well as the big above-the-tank sump up here. Now, 2 of the things that I want to point out with these aquariums. We have the above-the-tank sump. We have the pump down below. We have a way of draining out all of this water with a couple of different shutoffs that drain straight into the sink. That makes cleaning these aquariums so easy and so fast. Close that valve, open that valve, the tank drains. I have it plumbed in on this nice manifold that you'll see later on in the video. Cut that on, open the valve, tank fills up. If you have a fish room, you want to find a way to make sure your drainage and your water filling and your tank filling is as easy as possible. So down below, we have one of our OGs now. We have Drax down here. He's in a 75-gallon aquarium. He's doing much better. He was dealing with a little bit of a hole in the head problem. But since I moved out all of that rock and did a tremendous water change, he's been doing so much better. So I anticipate that he'll be 100% probably by next month. His eye is a little cloudy if you take a look, and that's because of the rock work. So um, he's a clumsy guy. He's really clumsy. So and he liked to hide around the rock work. So he scratched his eye a bit. But like I said, very healthy, beautiful flower horn, and 100% on his way to recovery. If you zoom in on where the hole in the head was, you can see how the pits have been filling in and getting smaller. No, on the bottom, that's where the hole in the head is. There we go. It's right there on his nose. Yeah, so those pits are definitely filling in. So we'll take a look at him later on next month, and then you'll see what's going on with him. Before we move on over there, let's go ahead and take a look at this beautiful 800-gallon kiddie pool that I turned into a pond for our larger fish. Now, this thing, you're in for a treat. This thing is getting upgraded. If you're new to the channel, you have no idea what I have going on. If you're not new and you've been catching some live streams, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know what's going on. So just make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can follow what's going on next with this upgrade. So OGs, what we have done with this pond, we have cleaned it. You remember how the sides were looking kind of dark? Old algae that was brown on the sides of the pond. You know, got that off. Look at the waterfalls working the way they should. I mean, they look beautiful. They are sounding beautiful. And the water is absolutely crystal clear as always, but it's on a different level. It looks really fucking good in here, y'all. It looks really damn good in here. So as far as inhabitants, we have our OG large silver arowana Kobe. Now, he's the reason why we're going to be upgrading this thing rather soon. We have in here some Midas cichlids. We have about 3 Midas cichlids in here. One is right there, the orange and white one. There's another one he's actually under me. It's red and white. We have in here a female festae that's right down below. We have in here tiger shovel-nosed catfish. We have in here 2 red Atabapo pikes. We have in here a giant red-tailed gourami. We have in here a hybrid red devil managwins hybrid right next to Kobe. We have in here 2 buddy cofferi. We have in here a 16-inch clown knife Scully, who was right down below. We have in here a Hepcetus odo African pike, which is right there. And we got some hybrid fry, very, very tiny in here. So we have, there you go. Look at that. And then one of the other hybrids is actually right under the waterfall that you can't really see. So we have a nice collection of fish. Like I said, this is an 800-gallon pond. Kobe is pushing 30 inches. He's in need of more space. So we're going to give him that. We're going to provide him with that space. So that is to come. You might notice that I have a ton of plants in here. Look like we're in the middle of a forest. That was the idea. I want this to look as natural as possible. I want you to focus on the beauty and not the fact that this is a pond or a kiddie pool. So I think I accomplished that. As far as the plants that's inside of this pond, they do an amazing job of assisting with filtering this pond, keeping the water pristine, nitrates down, phosphates down. That's what you want to do with your aquariums and ponds. You want to add as many plants as you possibly can to help with nature's way of filtering your pond or your aquarium. So all of these lights are grow lights. You notice that we're standing in this plastic. The reason for the plastic is to keep in the humidity. As you know, this is a big water source. It's heated. It's going to evaporate. It's going to put a lot of moisture in the air. So that was the reason for the canopy. So we have options like that. It keeps the moisture inside of this space. It lowers the amount of evaporation that we have to deal with on a daily basis. And also, it creates an element or a situation where it's really humid in here. So the plants thrive from the humidity that is staying concealed in this space. So it works and it helps on so many different levels. So you could use this yourself in one of your ponds. Let's move on to the next aquarium. All right, I get asked time and time again, what am I going to do with this? When am I going to finish building this? Well, I'm not. I'm going to deconstruct it. This was going to be an 1,800 gallon, 6-foot tall plywood build. This was going to be the beautiful window cutout, but I am going to take this down because I have some other things in mind. I'm going my saltwater aquarium that leads us right into the saltwater aquarium. This is a 225 gallon saltwater aquarium. We have some beautiful predator fish in here. We got the lionfish right there. We have Lisa Ray right here, who is a Cortez stingray. Full grown, y'all. That is full grown. She is not going to get big as one of these freshwater stingrays. So hold your horses. Down below, we have our new favorite addition to this aquarium. It is a horn shark. Right next to him is the panther grouper. You see his tail. Over here, we have the saddleback grouper. Sticking out right there, that's a saddleback grouper. Right above him is our tessellata eel. Over here in the corner is our blue stripe grouper. So these guys need a massive upgrade. 225 gallons, we're going to give them 1,300 gallons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend this aquarium. It's going to be a plywood build. So from right here all the way to the wall, it's going to be 13 foot. I'm going to essentially bring it out 3.5 foot and go 4 foot tall. I wanted to go 4 foot, bringing it out, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be able to do that because of what I have in mind for these fish. Now, you might think, hey, don't these guys need a big space too? Yeah, but I also have some other arowanas or arowana and giardini that I do plan on putting in there with them that has to live in the same space. So we want to make sure that they are taken care of the right way. So again, that's the plan for this one. As far as the OGs know what I was going to say. As far as the freshwater, since now this is going to be salt and we're going to lose out on the fresh, don't worry. I'm going to take another plywood build from here all the way down to meet the 13-foot saltwater aquarium. That's about 7 foot. You know, so I'm going to bring it out about 3 foot, 3.5 foot. It should come to about right here. Same thing, 4 foot tall. That's going to give me about 800 gallons. So that's going to suffice. That's going to suffice. It might not be the 1,800 gallon, but they'll do just fine with that. And that's something that I'm okay with doing. So that's the plan for this 225 gallon aquarium. We got one fish right down there in quarantine. He got the brakes beat off his ass in the other fish room. So he's down there, you know. He's doing all right. He's doing all right. That's a Jack Dempsey. All right, so elephant in the room. This 240 gallon aquarium, massive aquarium. What are we doing with this? All we have in here is a turtle. So we're going to move out Mister. Got to figure out where we're going to put him at. That is our Mississippi map. And then we're going to put into this aquarium. I'm thinking I'll probably put our Giardini in here, maybe the peacock bass. It's about time to get them an upgrade. Right now, they're kind of like going through it where they are. So that'd be really nice to see them in here. Have plenty of space to grow out. Obviously, I got to take out some of these rocks, but I mean, the water looks pristine. I'm filtering this with an FX6. I didn't get to mention how I'm filtering this. I am filtering it with a sump down below, skimmer down there, 2 trash can sumps that I made, and again, same thing. Got it plumbed in. This is the drain line. So I close that valve, open this valve, drain the tank all the way to that pump right there. Pump the water right back in. I mean, it's so turnkey. It's so effortless. Down below, we have a 40 gallon full of hybrid cichlids. Now, these are Feste Dovi hybrid cichlids, y'all. So if y'all are interested in some very cool hybrids, they are on display and available. And then next to it, we have an empty 60 gallon aquarium. That is a 60 gallon long. And then moving on up, we have the aquaponics sump up here. I always tell you to get plants included in your aquarium somehow. So if you have cichlids that will eat the plants, this might be something that you'd want to do. It's all lava rock down below. And I just put the pothos right into there. I mean, they were nowhere near this long when I put them in. I mean, they were just tiny, but they really do very well inside of an aquarium. Above the tank sump, if you have a turtle that's in one of your aquariums, this might be a little situation that you might want to replicate for yourself. This is a 20-gallon tank. You take out the bottom glass, you leave the top as is, you put a nice little screen up top, throw the lamp right there. You know, I got videos on this. If you want to know more about it, I'm not going to do it again, but I could add the link. I'm not going to add the link if you don't want it. But again, I have videos that show exactly how to do that. Over here, we have a 55-gallon. This is basically set up for new African cichlids. Like I said, I'm going to add some more over there. So that's the reason why I set up like this with the coral, dead coral. So the pH in this tank is pretty high. Perfect for the African cichlids. So that's why I'm leaving it empty, because the only thing that I am going to put in here are African cichlids to quarantine before I move into the 225. Down below, we have the larger Dovi Feste hybrids. So again, let me know if you want some of those. Mo, I got you. I got you. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to send them, and then you could just cash at me to change later on. I don't know what shipping is, y'all. That's the problem. I need to figure out once I do shipping one time, once I ship one time, then I know how much the shipping is. What? It could be more than that. It's depending on weight. It ain't just a standard price. Weight lets you know how much it is. Over here we have a freshwater lionfish, but it's actually brackish. This is Stony. Stony was sold to us as a freshwater lionfish, but I want you all to know that they are not freshwater. They are brackish. So please do not think that you can keep one of these bull route, one of these toadfish inside of a freshwater condition long term. You will shorten their lifespan. Over here, we have one of the newest additions to the channel. We haven't came up with a name for him yet. Tyson. Oh, yeah. Thank you for a reminder. We got Tyson right here, y'all. This is our peacock bass. Look how he's just looking around. Such a cool. This is called a peacock mantis shrimp. He is so fucking cool, y'all. If y'all want a little interesting invert, and you know, that's kind of like it can be like I guess it is a wet pet. If you want a little wet pet invert, this is one of the ones that you might want to get. It's not quite a fish, but it's just as entertaining and cool as a puffer, freshwater puffer, saltwater puffer, lionfish, Oscar fish. It's on the same level as that. It's so cool. And as you can see, you do not have to feed them live. We've been feeding him these half-shell clams, and he loves it. He's hungry right now. Like I said, I would show you right now, but this video is an update. You'll have to catch a different video for that feeding. Moving on over. Check out the shorts too. Over here, we have the 125-gallon predator tank. Now, in this aquarium, we're missing a power supply for the light. So please bear with us. It's going to be a little difficult to see, but we have in here 3 puffers and 4 eels. Both of our puffers, 2 of our puffers are right here. We have the Stars and Stripe dog face puffer. We have the Mappa, also known as a scribble, dog face puffer. We have in here a yellow edge eel. We have in here a black edge eel. And there's our other puffer that you can't really see because it's dark. And then we have 2 snowflake eels. You can see the color on them right there. But yeah, that's what we have going on. And there's the head of the black edge. So yeah, we're going to do a cleaning on this aquarium today and then the one in the house. So stay tuned for that. Last but not least, we have this 20-gallon, I just cut the lights on, we have this 20-gallon saltwater reef tank, y'all. Now, OGs, y'all know what's up. Y'all know that this tank was riddled with a ton of hair algae. You still might see a little bit of hair algae on a few of these corals. Now, what I did was I pulled out all the rock and I scrubbed it all off. Now, that was a very lengthy task, but it was necessary. It was 100% necessary. So now that I have it manageable, I have the cleanup crew doing a great job helping me. And I'm just going to make sure that I keep the nutrients at an all-time low in this aquarium. Now, this thing is very low tech, y'all. Very low tech. It is filtered by a hang on the back Aqua Clear 70. We have a skimmer, hang on the back skimmer up top. We have a hang on the back skimmer up top. Look at that cut. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. This light right here is a fly-on light. Here you go. The light up top is a fly-on light. Got it off Amazon. And as far as the corals, I have to just tell you a few of the corals that we got. So we got some acans, which are right there on this rock. Those two are acan corals. Yep. The one up top is a Monipore. We got a couple Duncan coral right there that's not open yet. It's another Duncan coral right there that's not open yet. Go up top, I believe that's another Monipore. Going down below, we have a pulsing Xenia. Over here, we have like 4 different clusters of Zoa. We have Firecracker Clove, which is not open yet. Over here, we have some GSP. GSP, Green Star Polyp. We have some GSP right here, which is a Green Star Polyp. We have down below another acan. I think this one over here is another Monipore. And I'm not quite sure what this one is, what that one is. And yeah, so as far as cleanup crew, we got a cool urchin in here. I don't know where he's at. We have in here some hermit crabs. We have in here some snails, a turbo snail. We have conehead snails. We have in here a couple emerald crabs. I mean, we got a nice little established cleanup crew. Still no fish, y'all. Still no fish. We'll figure that out at a later date. But overall, we're just trying to make sure that we keep this thing, keep all this hair algae controlled. Look at the hair algae still growing off of that Zoa. All that hair algae still growing off the Zoa. Also, we have a little bit more hair algae right there. So I need to make sure that that's controlled. I need to make sure that's controlled. It comes back fast. Look at the substrate. Oh yeah, and then we have some mushrooms right there. All right. So one thing I do want to show is this is a little mixing station where I do my salt water. So these trash cans is where I hold all of the water that I pump in there from my RODI filter system, add the salt, pull it from these trash cans, dump it into the aquariums. Got a couple different manifolds over here. Got the manifold for the RODI water right here. It goes into the saltwater aquariums as well as those trash cans. And then this is the manifold for the fresh water. So like I said, water comes out of the drain from everywhere. The 225, the 150, the 225 salt, the 800 gallon, all of them drains from right here. When I need to fill them up, those are the different tanks. This is an extra one, and the one on the end is an extra one. Always make sure you give yourself a couple extra ones before you go ahead and finish off your plumbing. So that right there is a game changer. So I hope that you all appreciated this update, enjoyed the tour of our fish room. Like I said, we got another one. You got to catch that one at a later date. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure that you hit that notification bell. And everybody, if y'all like the damn video, like the damn video. Peace.